Hey, I'm here with Shannon Tomes, who's a really incredible realtor in Southern Oregon that I get to work with. And Shannon has done a lot of great work with video. She's a really good marketer. And she was one of the first agents in our company to jump out and do a virtual open house this weekend. So I just wanted to reach out to her and do a little quick interview, talk about how she did it, what the results are, what she might change if she does it again, because we're all learning together and we're all changing things up. But Shannon, tell us kind of how you approached this in the beginning. How did you roll it out?
Well, have a listing that we really are trying to sell and trying to get the most exposure we can. We have a limited amount of time to sell it. So just trying to figure out how to get people to look at it, whether online or in person. So what I first did was put out an event on Facebook, kind of letting people know when I was going to be doing this open house. The MLS won't allow you to add open houses right now, but on Zillow, I did put, that I was going to do an open house Sunday at 1:30. So, maybe got some people interested with that.
So that's interesting, Shannon, because typically we rely on MLS to syndicate out to Zillow and our
Right.
website, realtor.com. So you physically
Right.
went into Zillow and made it happen there yourself.
Right.
Got
And
it.
they have a warning that, with the COVID that, open houses weren't allowed and blah, blah. But I still put it in there and I just wrote virtual open house. And
Gotcha.
so that Sunday I just went and, I just like if I was a person coming to an open house, I started on the outside and I just did a live Facebook walkthrough basically. And I had, I think, only like 4 people that were actually watching with me
Mhm.
um, when I was live. But I had a gal that asked, hey, can you show me the garage? So, I went out and showed her the garage. And, so there was a little bit of engagement
Mhm.
during the live. But I think as these become more of our norm, people are going to start engaging more because, a lot of people aren't used to Facebook Lives. They've never done them, they've never
Mhm.
watched them, but they're going to be our new normal here real soon.
Yeah.
Um, so, anyways, then about an
So
hour after I did the open house, I got a call from another agent and he said, oh, my client just watched your open house on Facebook and they want to look at the house tomorrow.
wow,
So, yeah,
huge.
so they
Yeah.
went to the house. And if anyone's like me, my listings right now are not getting a lot of showings. So I was, we were delighted to have a showing. Nothing's transpired from it yet, but you never know. So, but like with my video, I was just looking on my computer here. I've had 296 views of that video,
Wow.
232 minutes viewed. So,
Wow.
do we
Yeah.
get that with a live open house? Probably
Probably not.
not.
It's
So,
what's interesting is this, the whole transition to what we're doing, it may change the way real estate's sold in the future. Well, maybe we'll just see a lot more virtual open houses in general. And this is like
right,
the starting point of it, which I think is really interesting. Um,
right.
so did you boost your ads at all? Did you spend any money behind it or
No,
no? Okay.
I'm trying to figure that out right now because for some reason my Facebook isn't letting me boost my ads right now.
Okay.
Um, so there must be something that's off. Um, but I do like to boost ads, but I
Yeah.
haven't been able to do it right now. But that's just pure sharing my page, the seller's page, Southern Oregon Real Estate, just the regular sites I've shared it to, has generated that much reaction
Gotcha.
with zero money spent.
Good.
So
So that just shows you if you had some money spent behind it, what's possible. I mean, you got a little, but now you can add to it. And this is a screenshot of not a screenshot. This is actually your Facebook page where you actually did the open house, and then people could because it's a public event, they could say if they're interested or not and show up that way. But yeah, that 200 views is amazing. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
And the key thing I think too is, keeping sellers in a mindset of like you're doing something and making
Right.
them feel like, oh, you're trying to figure this out and trying to work the problem, I think is a big deal too. Uh,
Exactly.
they want to feel like you got some movement going on. One thing I want to point out about Shannon's a really good at Facebook marketing in general, but she posts her photos, and you'd see this on other posts that she's done. And then you don't have a link here necessarily. You always put the link down in the comments. And why do you do that? What's your theory behind that?
I don't really have a theory behind it, but I just want a place for people to go, if they want more information. I usually don't put the price and, specifics. I don't really put square footage, bedrooms, anything like that. I figure if someone is interested in enough to know, then maybe they're going to click on my, my link to the listing,
Right.
for information. I just, don't need to bore someone with how many bedrooms and all that if they're, just scrolling through. I'd rather, like we've talked about so many times, sell um, the lifestyle or what the home has to offer rather than the specifics, because those don't really matter that much.
I think it also inspires people to call you, text you, message you when they
Right.
want to know that information. So I think that's, a lot. You see a lot of top agents around the country are moving away from having a direct link, and they actually want the engagement of the person asking for the information.
Right.
Because a lot of times if you just click right here and it takes you to the website, your odds of capturing them go down dramatically. But if they have to actually ask you a question, it actually goes up a lot. But
Right.
I have another question for you on the actual open house event itself. Did you live stream that from your business page then? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're in
Yeah.
you live stream from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I've seen all these things about the arms and, the lighting and all that. And
Right.
I haven't done any of that. I mean, I'm just raw. It's just is what it is. And,
Yeah.
just, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of fancy things you can do, but there's also, it's effective with just super simple
Yeah.
things. And people relate to that. It's like, hey, she's just a regular person, that's showing me this house. And, I think people are open to that and relate to that better
Mhm.
than, maybe, oh my gosh, she's got all the fancy equipment and I wonder if the house really looks that good in person, you know?
Right. Right. So to put this in perspective, Shannon is a top producing agent. So this isn't like she's doing these things and it doesn't produce results. She's actually selling a lot of real estate using these techniques. I think the no edit video and the raw video is becoming much more popular. People
Yeah.
are not as engaged with these super polished videos. There's a place for it.
Mhm.
There's a place for it, and then there's a place for the no edit video. And I think the virtual open house is the place for a no edit video where you're walking around and
Right.
maybe making a mistake and stumbling here. And it's okay.
Right.
I think people are
Exactly.
okay with that. Yeah. So thank you so much for your time. You've given us a lot of insight here. Your first one down. I'm excited to see as we progress through this. Maybe 8 weeks from now, we'll do another one and we can talk about what you've learned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shannon. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.